How's everyone doing? Can I get a 1 if you're excited to be here today? Oh, will I be able to see the chat? Yeah. Hi, everyone. You can type a message and just say 1. Yay, awesome. Amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm excited. Woohoo. Hello, everyone. So happy to be here with you guys. Oh, it's amazing. A lot of ones. Awesome. While we wait for our presentation to come up, can you tell me about yourself? Do you offer services? Do you offer products? Or do you sell products? Do you offer services? How many people here offer services? How many people here offer products? Sell products. So just a little get to know you before we kick off. Okay. Hi, Pascaline from Rwanda. Okay, so we have lots of services. All right. Hello, Mercy from Nigeria. Hi, Cynthia from Kenya.
Can you see my screen now?
Hi, Shay from Lagos. Yes, I can.
Okay, awesome.
Hello, Oye. All right, so we have a mix products and Duncasit is launching a product next week. Amazing. Hi, Jocelyn from Kenya. All right, guys. It's glad to know. I see a lot of hi, Anita, a lot of products and a lot of services. So it seems like it's 50-50. All right, that's amazing. Let's go. Do I hit the next or you take it from there, IJ?
Yeah, just let me know and I'll hit.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. So let's jump right into it.
Okay.
All right, IJ already gave a brief summary about my background. So I'm passionate about online and digital transformation, develop, manage, and execute a digital media brand, e-commerce strategies, drive revenue, increase brand equity, through different media channels and e-commerce sales channels as well across 20 African countries. This is just about DigiMark. DigiMark is a digital agency. And we help brands, we love to help brands grow. So next, please. Okay, so just a quick one. We help brands create a unique experience for their customers. We've been doing this for over 9 years. A team of experts employ a comprehensive approach to understanding your brand and how you want to be viewed by your target audience. Very important. Every company has an identity, an intangible quality that makes them who they are. So for example, Nike. And Nike can invoke a host of emotions and reactions, all based solely on what the audience expects from the brand, right? So it's always very good to have your brand identity. Next, please, sorry.
Uzo, we can't see you.
You can't see me. I tried to start the video, but it wouldn't let me. So sorry. It says you can't start your video because the host has stopped it. So if you can enable it, then.
Okay, I'll do that. You can keep going.
Okay. Yeah, so these are just some of the services we offer: digital marketing, branding, web design, e-commerce. Next, please. The reason I'm rushing through all of this so that we can get to, today's we can get to why we're here today, which is digital marketing strategies to grow your brand online. So why digital marketing? Yeah. So digital marketing is very important because as of I would say today, The internet penetration rate in Africa is about 39.3% and 62.9% for the rest of the world. So there are 4.8 billion internet users in the world. And out of that 4.8 billion, 526 million internet users in Africa alone. So imagine you have a business. You can actually, there's a potential to expose this business, whether it's a service or a product, to 526 million internet users. So that's why it's very, very important to have a digital marketing strategy for your business. And you know what's even crazy? Out of 4.8 billion internet users, 3.96 billion use social media. So always remember that. Always remember that when when you're planning your strategy for your business, that you have to allocate at least 70% of resources, whether it's your time or whatever it is, to digital. That's why it's very important now in 2021. And all these stats were gotten on internet matchstats.com, so you can check it out there. So now let's dive right into it. But before we start, there's supposed to be a poll. Nimi or IJ, if you can put it up. I don't think I have access to it. Just so I understand how many of us here have websites or, are using social media platforms to promote our businesses, our services, our products.
Okay, Nimi, is the poll up? Nimi, can you hear me? Uzo, can you keep going?
Okay, all right. Okay, so next. Yeah, so for this presentation, I'm going to focus on 4 important pillars of digital marketing. And the reason I'm focusing on this 4, there are so many of them, but because of timing, these are very, very important for your business if you want to grow online. And number 1 is your website, 2, social media, 3, email marketing, and 4, video. Don't worry, you get to ask questions at the end. So website. Now you might say, oh, why do I need a website? Well, I have a social media profile, or, oh, I can, I work with influencers, blah, blah, blah. But guess what? You own the website. So the website is your own real estate. So if anything happens to your social media accounts, instead of losing all your followers and, all the efforts you've put into it, you'll be strong and confident, like, look, okay, I know this social media or this profile went out, or for some reason Instagram locked me out, but I have my website, and my customers know about my website, and they can shop on my website, or they can reach me through my website. So it's very, very important to have a website if you in 2021, especially if you're trying to push your digital strategy. So why do you need a website? It makes you look professional. You own the platform. So Facebook doesn't own your platform. Twitter doesn't own your platform. If anything, if Facebook goes down, if Instagram goes down, you have your own website. Your website can attract new customers through Google, which is search engine optimization. So if your website is search engine optimized, you don't even need to do much. People search for whatever you offer online, and they get redirected to your website. You can showcase your products and services the way you want to on your website. You don't have to be constrained by, oh, Instagram doesn't offer shop button in Africa or in Nigeria. It's only available in, US, Canada, blah, blah, blah. You can showcase your products and your services that people can buy straight from your website. It allows you to position yourself and take control of your brand. Okay, next, please. Now, social media. So I'm not going to talk too much about social media because we also have a guru that will share her experience. But the 3 important things we need to always think about. But first of all, social media is critical, and it's not just a marketing tool. It's 3 things you need to focus on. Awareness. Get people interested in the services I offer. Get people interested in the products that I sell, or both. Brand loyalty, get people convinced. So convince people to trust your products, to trust your services. Then community, get people engaged. So a lot of people on social media just post and they disappear. No, you can't do that, right? If you don't engage with people, if you don't engage with your followers or even non-followers, nobody's going to trust you. So how do you build that trust? By engaging with people that come on your page, leave comments or send you DMs. Please respond. That also builds brand loyalty. And people like, okay, so they get confidence and then they trust you to um, get maybe pay for your service or buy your product. And in terms of awareness, I mean, come on, if you post amazing, I mean, this is another topic altogether, what to post on your social media. But yeah, so having a good social media strategy or having a good social media content will get people interested in your product. So I know I didn't talk about this, so I'm not really going to spend too much time on this, but having nice images for your product, and also being able to articulate your services properly on social media is very important. And just to know, you might have people might be coming to your on your page, but at one day they will recommend you to someone that's looking to pay for your services, or someone that's looking for your product. So always come out and always be there. Just be there, even if you're posting once a day or twice a week or 3 times a week. Be consistent and build that trust. Okay. So email marketing. People say, well, email marketing is dead. No, it is not. Email marketing is one of the cheapest ways of marketing to your customers or reaching your customers online. There are a lot of tools out there you can use, like MailChimp, to offer free services. And you can use that. It's very cheap. You don't have to, all you have to do is place whatever you're selling and then send it out to your list. There are also different strategies you can use to grow your list, but it's easy. It doesn't take up so much time. And most of all, if you're on a budget, then why spend money on advertising? Just go ahead and set up your email campaigns and send them out. So it's one of the best ways to promote all of your other marketing strategies, because it gives you a direct line of communication with your audience. I'm sure you follow a lot of brands. You give them your emails, they send you messages, or they send you emails when they have sales. And, oh my gosh, 80% off, and you just jump right into it and you buy it. So those are the reasons why email marketing is very, very important. A lot of people exclude it from their strategy or from their digital plan, but it's very, very important, especially in 2021, where budget is a big issue and people are not trying to spend too much on advertising. Email marketing is a very strong strategy to implement.
Should I move on to the next?
Yes, please. Video, 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 video. I'm sure you guys know video is super important right now. If I have to read if I have to read a whole, maybe a blog post, or if there's a video, I would pick the video over the blog post, because it's engaging. It's just, some of us have a very, especially the millennials and the Gen Zs, and most of these, and these are bulk of your target audience, by the way. They're not trying to sit down there and read and read and read and read. No, they'll love to engage. And when you give them something to engage with, guess what? Your brand sticks with them. So why is video so important? Video boosts conversion and sales. Video builds trust. Google loves videos. So if you have video in your strategy and you're uploading videos on YouTube, guess what? Google will push you higher in the search rankings. Video appeals to mobile users. Now, remember the stats I put up? I think about, 80% of those internet users log in through mobile. The highest is Kenya, followed by Nigeria. And we know why Kenya has the highest, right? Because of M-Pesa. So video appeals to mobile users. Always have that in mind. Video engages the laziest buyers. I don't know which some of you that are lazy. Some of us just, oh my gosh. Okay, I see through this. I watch the video. If it's, maybe it's a product and you have your model just, walking through, and you have maybe a text or a blog post talking about this new outfit, I would, you'll be able to convert me to a buyer through video. I don't know about you, but I'm sure it's the same with some of you on here. Yeah, video encourages social shares. I'm sure just, in your subconscious, you watch a video, oh my gosh, I like it, you like, you share, you post, you repost, you send the links to your, WhatsApp group or your Telegram group, or, you send, or your email, or to, your list. But video encourages social shares. Now, to sum everything up, how do they all, tie in together? So you have your video, you have a video of your product or a video of your services. You can share that on social media. You can host it on your website, and you can send it through email marketing to your newsletter list. So you can see how all these components tie in together. Obviously, there's some things like content marketing and influencer marketing that I didn't really go into because of time, but those are quite important as well. Content marketing is a whole strategy on its own, same as influencer marketing. But if you're able to work with an influencer, I would suggest working with a micro influencer, maybe with 100K or less followers on social media, so that you can reach um, that target audience, instead of getting your message or your product or your service getting lost, in the midst of maybe 2.5 million followers or 10 million followers. Okay, next. Yes, so digital marketing strategy. What is it? It's a plan that outlines how your business will achieve its marketing goals via online channels like search and social media. Most strategy plans will summarize which online channels and digital marketing tactics you will use, plus how much you will invest in these channels and tactics. So what's amazing is I'm just rushing through this. At the end of the session, we're supposed to have like a mini workshop where you leave here with a one pager of your digital marketing strategy for your business, whether it's your product that you're selling or services or both. So I hope you have your pen and your notepads ready to go. Okay, sorry. We can. Okay, so how do you create your digital marketing strategy? First off, you have to define your brand. Then you have to build your buyer persona. So how do you define your brand? What do you want your brand to stand for? Who, what's your one that's so much that's so important? Who's your target audience? Who are you trying to reach? Now, you can't say the whole of Africa, or you can't say women in Africa, or you can't say women in let me see who services. Okay, I think I saw someone has legal services. So you have to niche down to be able to reach that target audience. And the reason why you niche down is so that you can, build that community and be able to grow your business, whether it's local or regional. Two, build your buyer personas. So buyer persona, for instance, is Uzo, founder of a digital marketing agency. Um, 9 years experience, watches a lot of TV, maybe not, listens to music, maybe. Um, so you just pick up a name and identify and build your buyer persona. Who do you want to come and buy from you? That would help you with your targeting. That will help you to define your goals. That would also help you when you're trying to run ads. So you know who you're going to focus on, because you can't really focus on everyone, right? So building your buyer persona, it's very important. So that example I gave you is basically what it is. Buyer one, buyer two, buyer A, buyer B. So I know there's a legal consultant here. Buyer one could be, oh, I'm an SME and I need legal help. Buyer two could be, oh, yeah, or I'm single, or Trying to start a business, what do I do? Create SMART goals. Goals are very, very important. Choose your digital marketing strategy. Now, this is very important in terms of what are you going to focus on? What digital marketing channels are you going to, you can't be on all the channels. You can't be on, try to be on Facebook, try to be on Twitter, try to be on Pinterest, try to be on LinkedIn, try to be on Instagram. No. After you define your buyer personas, then you deep dive and say, okay, where are these people? Where can I find them? I can guarantee you that most of these people will be on Facebook or Instagram. Now, if you're on the more professional side, I'm sorry, I keep using our legal consultant here. You would, gear towards LinkedIn. So you have to be very, you have to take the picking your platform or picking what platform you need to focus on. It's very, very important to do that. If not, you're just going to be all over the place, and you would miss out on some of your clients because you haven't niched down to the right platform. And of course, set your digital marketing budget. So I know a lot of people here are SMEs, and you don't have that much money to be throwing out in advertising or doing this and that. Oh, I'm just going to look for 20 influencers to market my products, and there you go, boom, your money is gone. So you have to have a digital marketing budget and assign, different budgets to different things. Like, okay, I'm going to spend 10% on video, or I'm going to spend 20% on, if you want to still run ads, that's fine. Or I'm going to invest in a website, or I'm going to spend, just assign different percentages to, the whole goal that you have. So you don't, finish everything on just maybe influencer marketing, or pay a developer to just, take all your budget to pay a developer, and then you have nothing for email marketing, or you have nothing to push your social media content plan. Now brainstorm your strategy. Don't just wake up and throw something out there. Take your time, write it out, and be open to revising it. Be open to revising it. Be open to revising it. So this is where, I know the last thing is track your results. Yes. So you have to always track your results. It could be every week, or it could be every month, or every quarter. I would suggest you do it often so you can switch up strategies if you find out that something is not working. Very, very important to track your results. But anyways, before then, launch your campaign. So if you need to launch a sales campaign, if you need to launch an awareness campaign, like, oh, I'm just in the market, I need to let the whole world know, or I need to let my target audience know that, yeah, I've arrived, or I have this new design in stock, I need to, launch a campaign about that. Whatever you do, at the end of the day, at the end of the week or the month, or after the campaign ends, you must track your results. And that's why digital marketing is very important. You'll be able to track via analytics. So Instagram has insights, Facebook and Twitter, they all have insights, and you can connect, you can set up your Google Analytics to also connect you and give you insights. There are also other analytical tools that you can use to measure up. So I don't know if I should wait till after Remy goes to do the workshop, or so that we'll manage time better.
Hello.
We have Q&A now, or
Hello.
I think it's afterwards, right?
Yeah, it's afterwards.
Okay. So how about the polls? Is there any way to?
Okay, we'll have it going while Remy is speaking.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you guys, and I'll see you at Q&A.
Okay, Remy, you can go ahead.
Yes, I'm sorry again for coming in late. Hello, can you guys hear me, please?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So I'm just going to try to be quick about it because I have a call by 5. I'm supposed to be speaking on how to build an online presence for your brand online, and I would want to imagine that majority of people in this webinar are small businesses.
Yes, correct.
Yes, so I think that like the platform for you to use as a small business is mostly social media. There are other digital platforms, digital channels to grow a presence for yourself, which includes Google, SEO, which is very important. But as a small business, you really want to pick from the most convenient for you. So I would say social media. And it depends on the social media platform that works for you. Majority of people use Instagram, some people Twitter, and currently a lot of small businesses are leveraging on TikTok as well. So one advice that I would give a lot of small businesses is that the fundamental thing that is important to building an online presence, or let me say to building a brand for your business, is content. Because I feel like there are so many other things that people would talk about, especially people who are professionals in digital marketing, that can be kind of confusing for small businesses. And it's like, how many things can I do? How do I do this? How do I do that? But I think that the fundamental thing is you being very good at your content and you are able to own your content. And what I mean by content is what you put out there, the way you tell your brand story, the way you make videos about your product, the way you describe your products, the way you take your pictures, like literally everything that you're putting out there regarding your brand. And I say this because your content is what stands you out. Your business may not really stand you out because you're a small business and you might not really have the bandwidth to compete in terms of like having a competitive edge with the product. And with social media right now, a lot of people are selling the same thing. So what really sets you apart is how you tell your story, how you position yourself, and how you make your customers feel. And all of that is content. So I think it's important that you have a strategy, which is the number one thing. Having a social media strategy. Saying that you want to have your brand online isn't just enough. There are a lot of businesses online who are doing things and it's not really making a difference because they're just doing things. So it's just like, for example, if you want to open a shop in the market now, and we already know that, okay, you want to go and sell fish in the market, and there are numerous people selling fish in the market. As a business person, you think, oh, what can I do separately to make people want to buy my fish? And I think that is the same thing with social media, which is having a social media strategy. So your social media strategy could be that, okay, which is like having sort of like an inbound or an outbound strategy and saying, oh, I do not just want to sell to people. I want to, give people something. And I want to, give people an experience that they do not feel elsewhere. So let's say, for example, you are into fashion. The normal thing for you to do is to go and keep wearing clothes on a mannequin and posting pictures and all of that. But if you're a brand that has a digital strategy, social media strategy, which is to also give people value, you can say that, okay, for every of the videos and every of the pictures that we post online, we want to post someone who is plus sized as well as someone who is slim wearing the same outfit. So we're giving people something which is showing what this outfit will look like on someone who is a size 16 and also showing it on someone who is size 18, who is size 8. So that's a content format. It's you literally showing people inclusivity, and that's your own social media strategy angle. And you can then say, okay, the format in which I want to share this kind of content is through videos and through fun videos and things like that. So I think that a lot of people see brand and say, oh, we need to design a good logo, we need to have this, we need to have a website, which is good and should be your end goal to sort of like, grow your business. But I think fundamentally having a strategy and saying, oh, this is what I want to do differently and this is how I want to position this company is very important.
Well,
The second thing.
Let me cut you in there. I'm just wondering, so in terms of, so how do you, so fine, your social media is extremely important, right? But how
Yeah.
do you build sales based on this strategy that you've designed? And the reason why I'm asking this is a lot of people spend a lot of time on social media, but at the end of the day, it all boils down to sales, right?
Yeah.
So how do you build your sales while, you know, at the same time making your brand look good?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like talking about sales is a separate issue, and I could touch on that, but the title was How to Build a Presence for Yourself, which is what I'm talking about, how to build brand. But one thing I see about social media is that if you give people value, people are going to buy from you. That's
Yeah.
my own belief, and that is how I've grown my business. So if you're selling outfits and you're showing me, and by the way, it's just an example. I'm not saying that's the way you have to build your own business. I'm just giving an example of what a strategy is, right? So
Yeah.
if you are selling dresses online and you're showing women what it looks like on different sizes, people are going to buy if they like your clothes. Obviously, you have to work on the product itself to be products that people would like. I want to imagine that before you start your business, you saw a need and you saw something that, oh, people would definitely like things like this. Now, what I'm talking about is to then stand out, because as you are thinking about solving a problem, other people are thinking about solving that problem as well. And the market is probably going to have a lot of you who are trying to solve the same problem. So what I'm talking about specifically is how to then stand out and make people notice you, make people single you out as the person to patronize. And in my experience of building digital businesses, because I mean, before I started my business, I'd worked in digital agency, have like over 7 years of experience doing digital marketing. And it never fails. When you offer people value, people see you. And when people see you, they see your product. And when they see your products, they make purchasing decisions, whether to buy from you or not. So like, that's how sales work. And that's how I would say sales work on social media. So there's now a separate conversation of, oh, how do I multiply the sales? How do I extract the most value? Which are where you can now apply other strategies such as, oh, do I want to build a referral system? Do I want to give people, do I want to nudge people on why they should buy from me? Do I want to create offers and things like that? Which I think there are things that you can easily apply where you at least get that audience to notice you, right? So those are different kind of sales strategies that you can use. But I'm not really going into sales right now, because I believe that if you're able to create an audience for yourself, if you're able to, position yourself on social media, you will definitely get customers depending on the kind of product you're selling. Except, of course, you're building an audience that is not interested in your service, which is another problem, because sometimes people are selling luxury items, for example, but the way in which they are growing their audience is to constantly do giveaways, and you're just growing an audience that will never buy the kind of product they are selling. So that's a separate conversation, which is why I'm not talking about such tactics. I'm talking about you just presenting people with value.
Okay.
Yeah. So now to go on from that, I think another way to build a brand for yourself is to also evaluate your audience, which is what I was going to in terms of what kind of audience are you building, and to also ask people questions. I find that a lot of businesses, especially small businesses, do a lot of things based on assumptions. Like as a business, you cannot assume for your customers, you cannot assume for your target audience. So if you're building a product, it is important to touch base with your customers or with people who are your target audience once in a while. You could be calling your old customers and asking them, oh, we're working on these new designs. What do you feel about them? What would be your perspective? Or it could just be, going on a live and talking to your customers about, oh, we're about introducing this product. What do you think we should name it? How would you wear this product? Just to have insight into how your customers are thinking. And by your customers, I don't mean people who have literally purchased from you. Even people who are just engaging with your brand online, they are your potential customers. So engaging these people and having an opinion, knowing what their opinion are, is you also, how would I put it, is you also working towards building your brand, because you know exactly what you should be putting out there. Another way I would say to build a brand for yourself as a business is to sort of build community for yourself. So a lot of people, again, focus so much on selling on social media, which is a good thing. But the way social media works, you cannot just keep taking from people. You have to offer people something. Nobody wakes up every day and say, oh, let me go and buy shoe from this particular person, except they specifically need the shoe for an occasion. Most times people just go on social media to check their friends' pictures, to see what's going on online. So it's important that you're giving them something or you make them want to belong to your community. So building a community for your business is mostly works when you're offering people value, and it could be a closed group. So for example, my business, the way we build community is through our email marketing. We try to write newsletters that share historical facts or share things about women generally in the world. And this is because my business targets Black women who are trying to embrace their texture, who are trying to connect with their roots and things like that. So by us sending them newsletters and articles around women in history or women doing amazing things around the world, or just sharing stories about women, we're offering them the things that interest them beyond our products, right? And also we can then, sell to them at the end of the newsletter, or not even on that specific newsletter, maybe some other time in another newsletter or another email that we send to them. So I think that it's important for businesses to build communities. For you, it could be on social media. For me, it's on our social media as well as our emails. It could also be your blog as well. So giving your customers value in a sort of like closed group makes them feel special and makes them feel like, oh, they belong to this community and they trust you. So it helps you to build trust, which is what she was talking about, trust. So it's not just enough to say, oh, I want to build trust. It's like, how do you want to build trust? So I think that by trying to build a community and offering people just something that makes them feel like they belong is going to build a brand for you. Because beyond you having the ability to sell to this group of people, you are also, grooming what I would call, your brand ambassadors. And there are people that will continue to speak for your brand. There are people that will continue to talk to their friends about you. And, in a way, you're building a presence for your brand and you're making yourself something online beyond just the product. Another way that I would say that online businesses can build a brand for themselves is through user-generated content. So a lot of people do not want to, when you go on a lot of page, for example, it doesn't seem like you have customers. It doesn't seem like your people that are using your product are excited about using your product. So you need to infuse a lot of user-generated content if you're trying to build brand, because what that signals is that you're telling people that, other people are using our product, other people are excited to use our product, other people are excited to be part of what we do, and it signals to people that, I should be part of this as well. One very important tactic on social media is the fear of missing out. And this is what all global brands use. People want to feel like, I want to use the same thing that other people are using. And when I mean user-generated content, I'm not saying sharing a WhatsApp conversation that you've had with a customer. I mean, that also has its own place as well, but I'm just saying that it's not really user-generated content.
But people actually buying the I guess products or services or whatever. I'm talking about the services, because I think with WhatsApp is usually service related.
No, not really. I go on a lot of page and I see people sharing, a customer saying, I've just purchased this product. Thank you very much. It works well for me, which has its own place, by the way. I'm not saying that it's a no, but I'm just saying that it's not exactly user-generated content. So what you can do, especially as a small business that is just starting and you don't have a lot of customer, is that you can sort of like create an incentive for customers to want to share reviews with you. So you can say, for example, that, if you share reviews with us, we give you, say, a 2,000 naira voucher that, you can apply on your next purchase. So that would make customers share maybe videos with you. You can even then be specific if you are giving them something and saying, share a video of you using the product, or share a video of you being excited about the product, or share a video telling us what you feel about the product, in order for you to get something from us. Like, you're going to decide that based on the business that you do. So these videos are then things that you consistently post on your social media. You consistently send through your emails to signal to other people that you are a real brand. You are a brand that makes people excited. You're a brand that people have used and they love. So that is very important. So as someone who is just coming across your page on social media, the thing that a lot of people do not know is that when people go on social media and they are trying to purchase something, a lot of times they are going from different pages to the other. They are trying to make a decision. So you're actually competing with other people. It's not just you that they are coming to their page, to your page. So what makes someone want to purchase from you? it's saying like real reviews from customers, and people can differentiate what a real review is. It's saying that, you know, you look like a serious business. How are you responding to people in your comment section? What's your brand tone like? How organized is your brand looking on social media? So those are the things that are important for you to sort of like create an online presence for yourself. Those are things that you yourself can actively do. You do not necessarily need to outsource it. I mean, you can outsource it if you need, if you do not have the time, or if you have the budget to do so. But I also think that understanding what you should be doing helps you when you're hiring someone, so that you can tell them the specifics of, oh, this is what I think you should be doing, and this is what I think you should not be doing. Then the last thing I would want to talk about is then branding, because I feel like branding, how organized, how you look, your brand tone, your colors, all of those things also sort of like have an impact with you, you know, having an online presence. Because people also sort of like professionalism, and professionalism doesn't mean that you are not posting fun pictures. It doesn't mean that you're not exciting as a brand. It just means that you are coordinated. And branding is beyond just your logo. It's beyond just your brand colors. It's about how people feel when they, you know, visit your website or your social media page. How do people feel when they speak to your customer service rep? How do people feel when they are typing to you in your Instagram DMs and you're responding to them? So I think also speaking to someone or just reading online about how our, you know, this generation direct to consumer businesses, how are they building brands for themselves on social media? Understanding that in your tone of speaking to customers, in the things you post online, there has to be some sort of consistency. So let me give an example. There are some brands that, you know, their brand is literally very friendly, and when you speak to their customer service rep, you can tell it feels like you're speaking to a sister or a friend that you've known for long. So you don't even have that anger in you when you're speaking to their customer service rep. There are some brands that when you're trying to purchase from them, there's this hostility. It feels like, oh, we've not seen your payments. We'll let you know when we see your payments. Are you still buying or not? Like, that itself is brand. It's how people then say, oh, this brand is somehow, or this brand I'm not really feeling I'm not really feeling comfortable. I don't feel like they want me to purchase. So it's important that your brand is consistent. If you look all professional and all organized on your Instagram page, then that professionalism should enter your Instagram DM as well. That professionalism should enter if a customer has a problem with their order as well. That professionalism should reflect in everything that, you know, every way that a customer experiences your brand, which is from discovering your brand to purchasing from your brand to settling customer issues. So those are the things I wanted to highlight about building a brand for your business online. And so if anyone has a question.
Yeah, so Noku just posted a question, and she's asking that she understands that this is mostly B2C, but she's asking B2B if you have any tips on how to market yourself on platforms like LinkedIn.
So I have worked in B2B, but I'm going to be honest with you, I've never really poached or marketed to people on LinkedIn before. So I'm perhaps not the best person to speak about pitching on LinkedIn. But one thing I know about B2B, because I've worked in B2B, is that at the end of the day, customers in B2B, these companies, what they care about is value, like what is adding value to their company. Right.
Yeah.
So if someone is coming to pitch me now as a business and say, I want to handle this portion of your business to you, the first thing for me is, how am I going to make money from it? How does it increase money for me, my revenue? Or is it helping me to cut costs? Or is it, you know, it has to be very valuable. So one thing you need to do is show people the money. Either show people how you're going to help them make money, or show people how you're going to help them reduce their costs. Either ways, it mostly revolves around money. And that's what you should be able to show people, and, you know, show them value that you're going to give them. Another thing that I feel like is very important with B2B is follow up. I think that it's very important that you are very good at following up with your proposals and how you pitch to people. I think that people also want you to sort of like present value to them in terms of helping them solve a problem. So for example, if you're pitching to a business and say you want to help them supply certain things, I think that it's good if you then show them what the problems are and how you would solve that problem. They might not give you that job yet, but if you allow them to see your thinking in terms of, oh, this is how I would solve this problem, it doesn't mean that you should download everything to them. But I feel like downloading to them or not, like people can always extract your ideas from you and still go and use it. Like there's really nothing you can do about it. But just showing people that your thinking is sort of like, your thinking is very smart and this is how you would solve a problem, you know, is a winner in B2B. Showing people value and also showing people where the money is, because businesses just want to make money.
Yeah, that's very, very true. So the next question is from Rosemary, and she's asking, as a fashion designer, how do you convert your followers to clients? I think you talked about that a little.
Yeah, I think as a fashion designer, what I want to see is fine clothes. Like, are your clothes fine? Are there something, is the pricing okay? Yeah, that's just it. I feel like a lot of times we just we sort of like waste time on things that are not really important. But for me, I buy a lot of clothes online, and what I want to see is nice clothes, and what I want to see is that the business is professional. If you're making clothes, I want you to tell me, you know, the time frame that I'm going to get the product, and I want you to also show me the product on women that look like me. So for example, I already made an example of showing people who are not very skinny and showing what it looks like on normal people. I think also creating offers as well. I know that right now a lot of young Nigerian women are wearing locally Nigerian made clothes because buying things abroad is very expensive. So you can also consider creating sort of like bundle deals. Like, you know that a lady will probably want to buy 2 to 3 dresses every month. So you can create bundle deals where you can say that, oh, if you're going to be buying more than 1 dresses from us a month, just join our membership to get, say, 15 to 20% discount anytime you want to shop. So that's you giving people an edge. It's just a tactic I'm giving you, right? So you're giving people, you're giving yourself an edge over others because you're telling people that, oh, I know you want to be buying clothes often, but I know you also need a discount. So just join our membership and get discounts anytime you want to shop. So start from there.
Yeah, that's really good advice. So I'll just read one more. I'm a small business. I'm a small business. I design graphic t-shirts and I only started 2 months ago, but I don't have anyone online purchasing, but I get purchases offline. How do I go about this?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, you don't have an audience on social media yet. That's what I think the problem is. So you need to try to build an audience on social media as well. I think you should also try to collaborate with people who you think their target audience will be interested in t-shirts. So for example, a lot of young influencers who maybe lifestyle influencers, and people follow them for their fashion. Their audience are probably interested in t-shirts with nice graphics. So if you say partner with them and do a sort of like collaboration with them, so you can design a t-shirt line with, say, like an influencer and have them sell that influencer with sell the t-shirts with their name. You gain followers for yourself and you also get a lot of people to buy your product. So you just start building from there. Another thing you need to understand is building a presence or a business or whatever online takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. So just try to have a strategy and keep at it.
Yeah, I think that's very important that it does take time to build an online presence. So it doesn't happen overnight because I feel like a lot of people get flustered when they keep trying and posting.
Yeah. I mean, people that are buying from you in real life, they probably know you and all of that. So the people online need to know you as well.
Yeah, so Kara also asked, can podcast be a good marketing platform? And Uzo responded that yes, it's a good marketing.
I think it depends on the kind of business that you're doing. Because I mean, I don't necessarily agree. I think podcasts are good for you to build an authority for yourself. So if you're in B2B and you're trying to build an authority, then it's good, because if you're going to pitch to businesses and they know you as an authority in a particular niche, let's say you are a marketing person and you're trying to build an authority for yourself as let's say you help businesses retain their customers through digital marketing. If you have a podcast on retention marketing. You are building an authority for yourself. So when you go to pitch people and you sort of like play your podcast for them, or you talk to them about your podcast, if they go listen to your podcast, they can say, this guy knows what he's talking about. But if you're just a B2C business, I really don't see how a podcast is going to gain you customers. I think it's a very long road. Instead, I'll just focus on my social media content and run ads instead.
Yeah. Okay. Does anyone have any questions? Or if you have any comments, you can raise your hand as well.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a question here from Nuku, but I'm not quite sure I understand it. We're going through the digital marketing funnel assets with the branded t-shirts.
I'm reading it as well. So if you can go through the different steps of them. Yeah, I think that's what I mentioned by, you partnering with people who already have an audience. I don't really understand all of this funnel talk, but I think that if you can collaborate with people who already have an audience, maybe collaborate with them on some t-shirt design. Some of these influencers have very famous things that they say and their audience like. So if you can collaborate with them to have some of their famous words on a t-shirt and sell to their audience, try and replicate it across maybe 2 or 3 influencers who have a platform that would help you to grow your own audience and also sell your product. And like I said, just being consistent with doing things that will grow your audience and also grow sales for you. And with time, you build your own audience. So it just takes time. I think that when you're trying to run a business on social media, try not to do so many things at the same time. Pick 1 or 2 things that is working and try to be consistent at it. That's the important thing.
Yeah, so I was even going to ask, just for you to share with us, what do you think exactly helped you grow your brand and your brand awareness? And how long did it take for you?
I don't think that I'm done yet. So I mean, we've been at this for over 2 years. But for me, I would say that the most important thing is content. Like for me, it wasn't just about selling. It was about just building a community of women, of Black women who, like I said, have certain things in common. So offering value to people in terms of like content, in terms of the products we sell, is what I would say has helped us till this point. I will also say we've also gained so much traction from advertising. So we use a lot of Facebook and Facebook ads on Facebook itself and on Instagram as well. But what I would say is the foundation of everything that we do is our content, and we distribute it across different channels. So Instagram, Pinterest, our website as well. Over the last 1 year, we exploited SEO, which is search engine, and we saw a lot of growth with search engine because the good thing about that is you are mostly marketing to people who are finding similar products to you, or who are people that are your target audience. So for example, we have a lot of content online about natural hair, not even extensions right now, just natural hair, organic beauty and things like that. A lot of times people that find that kind of content are people who would eventually be interested in natural hair extensions. So what we've done is we've sort of like done like outbound marketing, which is just giving value to people who we think are our target audience. Then when they come into our website, we then capture them through our lead magnets, and we are able to remarket to them through our email marketing or through Facebook ads. So at the end of the day, the base is content marketing.
Sorry, I was on mute. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So does anyone have any more questions? Any questions for Uzo? Uzo, can you touch a bit on SEOs?
Sorry guys, I have to go now. I have a call right now. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye. Uzo, are you on?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, I was
Okay,
just wondering, because she mentioned SEOs, and I know that that's something that you're familiar with. If you can touch on that for everyone on the call.
yeah, so SEO is short for search engine optimization. And in summary, it's just basically making sure that your business is visible when people search for you. Um, Something that's really great now is that, Instagram has that search function. So you can be visible on Instagram, you can be visible on Google, you can be visible, on even on Facebook. So whatever platform you're trying to use, just make sure that you assign keywords to, um, either your website or your Instagram. So for instance, your Instagram profile should have your keyword, what you offer. I sell hair like Remy just did. I think I sell t-shirts. I'm a legal consultant. So those should always be in your bio, as well as on your website. You should always have these keywords that, customers you're trying to reach. So t-shirts in, your local area. So maybe t-shirts in, let me see, where are you from? Okay. I think maybe Kenya, I'm not sure. But let's say for instance, if you're from Kenya, you say, okay, t-shirts in Kenya. So you have to attach these keywords to your profiles or your website. So when people search for you, you come up in the search engines. Now, there are also different tactics that you need to do um, to get this up and running. Like I had mentioned before, uploading video is very, very important to increasing and boosting your SEO, being found online.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Does anyone else have any questions? I see there are two hands raised, but I'm not sure if it was raised earlier.
Now, I think Joy Wakego has said, I think she has said, I'm trying to push my business as a fashion designer online and rebranding my business because my offline customers don't pay well. I'm kind of stuck and overwhelmed with so many information out there. I'd love if you could give me steps I could work on now, like first things I can do on my Instagram, starting from Instagram. Okay, so first things first, if you're just starting out on Instagram, your bio has to be very strong. Like I had mentioned, you have to include your keywords on your bio. What are you offering? Why should people come on your page? And why should people even buy from you? Or why should people pay for your services? So the first thing is to work on your bio. And the second thing is to make sure that as a fashion designer, um, I'm guessing dresses, or how many dresses do you have, or how many products do you have? Now, take very good quality pictures. Very good pictures that will lure people to stay on your page and even scroll more. A lot of people don't like putting their prices on Instagram. Please put your price on Instagram. There are a lot of people that just scroll through and then they move on. So put your prices on Instagram. That will drive them to and have a link in your bio to show them more that you can offer, or tell them DM me, and always respond to your DMs, always respond to your comments, and then go look for them on Instagram. So don't just post and disappear. So as you're a fashion designer, like I had mentioned, why getting your target audience is very important, and setting up your brand personas or your customer personas. So okay, where can I find this? There are a lot of community, there are a lot of micro groups on Instagram. There are a lot of blogs, there are a lot of influencers you can use to drive traffic back to your page. And you can start off with a sale just to create awareness. You can host a contest. You can partner with another brand to host, a campaign. So just creating awareness. And these, you don't really have to pay too much to push. So I hope that answers your. And also, if you guys have any questions on digital marketing or anything we've discussed here, feel free to reach out on our IG page and we'll respond. It's, yeah, DigiMark one.
So there's just one more question, and I think we can go. So the question is, how do you suggest putting prices when you offer a service and not a product? So if you're an event planning service and you don't have a fixed price.
Okay, yes, very good question. So for that question was actually targeted to products, so people that have products. So if you're an event service, then always say DM for price, or just be ready to respond once, or have your price list. Some people put their price list up on their highlights, so story highlights. If you see a lot of restaurants, they put up their price list. So you can also have a range. But if you're open to just people, storming your DMs with all kinds of questions, put it out there for them to DM you to fix the price. And if you're offering a service, it's also good to just take them through I know someone is talking about the funnel. Yes. So you might not just want to give them the price all at that moment. You're going to take them through an experience, and the price should be the last thing that you talk about.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope that answered your question. So thank you everyone for joining, and I hope you learned something, either from Uzo or Remy. And we look forward to hosting you on Friday next week, where we're talking about branding for your business. So see you guys next week. And yeah, have an amazing weekend. Thank you, Uzo.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.